You're feeling your emotions roll, and I'm going to tell you why. Hello, I think this is day 58. I'm not too sure. I keep losing track and I keep forgetting to check. But hello, I'm here. Nearly 2 months in ish. Um, well, come in, sit down. Today we're talking about emotions and how to use them properly. Because we all have emotions, we are all human, other than that AI right there. And that stuffed teddy, I would hope, isn't human. Anyway, humans have emotions. It's a fact of life. It's just part of what we are. Obviously, we're going to have emotions. We're going to feel things. I'm still ill, by the way. And if we're feeling things, then, our emotions are going to impact how we act. If you like someone, you'll act differently around them. If you hate someone, you'll act differently around them. If you have, if you have happy memories in a place, you're going to act more happily in that place. You're going to enjoy that place more. And that's how your emotions can affect a lot of how you act, because you're going to, if you're feeling happier, you're likely to take a situation better than if you're feeling sad. It's 100% obvious. The saying is, don't go shopping for food when you're starving, because you'll only buy the food you want to eat, not the foods that are good for you and the foods that you kind of need. So that's the same thing, right? You don't want to make big decisions in your life or massive changes when you're going through an emotional period. Say, for example, you've just gone through a breakup with someone after a long-ish length relationship, or whatever length. It still hurts, right? And you think, oh, I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to prove them I'm better than them. I'm going to prove to them that I can be the person I want to be. And that is the wrong sort of fuel. It's using your emotions as fuel in that way is such a negative, because it's always based around the other person. They still have an upper hand over your life, because when you say I'm going to prove it to them, you're basically saying you're seeking for their approval in success. You're only successful when they think you're successful, and that is such a negative spot to be in, because, for example, if you're like, oh, my ex-girlfriend called me weak, not me. Sorry, that was really awkward. My ex-girlfriend called me weak, so I'm gonna go lock in and I'm gonna be really strong and I'm gonna have this massive gym up. And then, like, you see that same girl, like, a year later, and you're stronger and she still doesn't change her opinions on you. You're gonna feel disheartened, because it's like, what was the point of all this, right? Well, I'm still here and she still doesn't like me, so it's all for nothing. And then this sort of good habit that you've built disintegrates, because you're like, well, I've got no reason to keep going to the gym because she clearly doesn't care. That's just a general example, but it happens in many situations. Any high stress, high emotion situation, you know, if you're going through a period of exams in your life, or you're about to have exams, especially the people that are about to take their GCSEs, good luck to all of them. I had that last year. It was horrible, but once you get through, the summer on the other side is amazing. Anyway, having these like high stress periods of time, this is not the time to start changing things. This is not the time to start working out. This is not the time to focus on these things. This is the time, when you're in these high emotional periods, to focus on yourself, and not in the, I'm going to start going to the gym, I'm going to start like doing this and that. This is the sort of like, I'm going to maintain for now sort of time, right? You're going to, you know, other than doing things that take down your stress level, so if you've got exams, revise. Obviously, that is a habit you should do if you have exams, because it's going to make you a little bit less stressed, because you'll be more prepared. That's something I can always advise. So when you have these high stress periods, the best things you can do is focus on decreasing that stress and keeping your status quo in your life, right? Still shower every day, still, wake up at the same time, still go to school or work, still eat food, the same food you normally eat, to a certain extent, you want to keep things as similar to your normal life as possible during these periods, and you don't want to make the major changes. Anyway, we have overrun, so goodbye.